Hi there everyone. I'm going to go through the Drawing Basics, Construction Theories and Practice Lesson 1. How this lesson works is it's to be completed along with the Drawing Basics PDF that I have attached. And that PDF, the title page, looks like that there. You're going to read and complete the pages listed on this worksheet. Write your first and last name, please, on every sheet of paper to be handed in, and all the completed work is to be completed on blank paper. And you can either scan it or take a picture of it and send it into the instructor for grading. The instructor is me. For each drawing, please write the instruction number that the drawing refers to, and the answers for A and B, which are found at the end here after number 11. Just write on a blank sheet of paper and send it to me, or you can just email me or send it to me on D2L. Number 1, all the work done with rulers and compasses unless otherwise noted. If you do not have a compass, please refer to the PDF I've attached along with this assignment. Make a shift compass for drawing. Any compass will do, like out of your grade 5 geometry kit. For example, I have the one from the wood shop here, which is super classy, so obviously everything can work. So read through numbers pages 1 through 10, don't have to do it. Pages 11 through 21, you can read through again, but we're not going to complete anything there. Page 22 and 23. We're going to bisect a line at 90 degrees. You're going to use your compass, ruler, and the instructions to complete the bisection of a line to make a 90-degree line or square, you've heard me use that term before, to the baseline. So, we're on page 23 looking at figure 26. I'm going to start with drawing one generally horizontal line. As you can see, this is going to be a very difficult task. Then, if you look over at page 22, we're going to adjust the compass radius to greater than 1/2 of the line length. What that means for you is we're going to adjust this to about there. So we're going to set the compass end at one point. Set the compass point at one end and draw these arcs above and below the line. Refer to letter or 25B. So we're going to open this up a little bit more. Draw a line above. Draw your connection. And draw a line below. Looks like I need to make mine a little bit smaller so you guys can all see it. That's okay. Top. And bottom like that. Now we're going to move our hard point over. We're going to connect this top arc. We're going to connect this bottom arc here. And what we're left with is, hopefully if you've done it right, if you connect these points here, you're going to have, and it looks like we've done it, we're going to have a line that is perfectly square to our baseline that we made. So this is, if I were to hand this in, I would view number 3 and I would write Mr. Flake if I was about to hand this in. Number 4 is on page 24 and 25, and that looks like this here. We are going to draw a line at 90 degrees to a point on the baseline. Again, start with a nice straight line. Looks amazing. We're going to select one point on the baseline. Select this point right here. Nice point like that. Then we are going to make two equal distant marks. Looks like this is going to work nicely. We're going to make a mark right there, and we're going to make a mark right there. And we're going to increase the compass radius now and draw an arc above the line using one of the marks on the line as your starting point. That's a lot of talk for going like this. Whoa. And like that. From both sides, if you connect the mark that you made plus the intersection of the two arcs, you are going to be left with a wonderful 90-degree corner. And again, I'm going to write number 4, Mr. Flake. 5, we're going to bisect an angle. That's on page 26. First thing we have to do is we have to draw an angle. And this is an arbitrary angle. Make it a little bit acute. For you math whizzes out there, that means smaller than 90 degrees, I think. We've drawn an angle. Now we're going to draw arcs through both of the legs of the angle with a compass, which is number 1 on page 26. And that looks like that'll be good right there. One arc and 2 arc. And now we're going to reposition our compass to those marks that we just made, and we're going to make some intersecting arcs. There's one. You'll notice I'm not changing the compass right now. It needs to be the same. And here's 2 right there. So we have bisected this angle. The last step is to connect our corner with that intersection of the arcs we just made. Bisected the angle. Number 5, Fig 30, Mr. Flake. Page 27, we are going to draw a 60-degree and a 30-degree angle. We're going to start by drawing the 60-degree angle, and then we will bisect it, which we've already learned how to do, thus resulting in 2 30-degree angles. Start by drawing a baseline with a definitive endpoint. Set our compass. I think I'm going to make this guy a little bit bigger. The bigger an arc that you make, the more precise your 30 or 60 degree line is going to be. We're going to connect this point here, and we're going to go up like that. Then we're going to take, we're not going to adjust the size of our compass, we're going to make a mark right here. We're going to intersect these 2 arcs here. Now that we go and connect these 2 lines, what is the resulting angle is, sorry, we're going to connect these points, and the resulting angle is going to be a 60-degree angle, which is pretty sweet. You can do that without a protractor. Next, we're going to bisect this angle, which we've already done, so that's going to be super easy. We're going to set our compass here to a little bit smaller. Draw arc number 1. Draw arc number 2. And we connect that point and that intersection there we are left with two 30-degree angles without a protractor. So this is number 5, figure 32. Mr. Flegg is my name. Figure 34, we're going to draw a 45-degree angle and a 22.5-degree angle. Again, we're not going to use a square, we're just going to use the skills that we've learned so far to make this happen. So I'm going to draw a line. First I'm going to bisect this line here to create a 90-degree line.
We already know how to do that. So I'll take this here. Make my compass a little bit bigger.
If I connect my initial point with my intersection of arcs here, I will end up with a 90-degree corner. There's our 90-degree corner. It's looking sweet. Next, we are going to connect this point here. That's a little long, so I'll make that a little bit shorter. If your drawing ends up getting a little bit cluttered with arcs, you can erase some. I'm going to leave all mine on just so you guys can see the action. And also I don't have an eraser. So I bisected that 90-degree angle. Half of 90 is, you've guessed it, 45 degrees. 45 degrees. 45 degrees. 45 degrees. Last part is I want to draw a 22.5-degree angle. 22.5 is half of 45, so I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to use that same arc that we already made. So I'll line up to right there. That looks good. Add that to my 45 degree. Then it's just a matter of bisecting that angle one more time. I hope that things are starting to get a little bit repetitive. That means that you're learning and it's all getting figured out. Bisect that line now and end up with 22.5 degree angle. This is number 5, figure 34. I write my name on every sheet of paper. Number 6, figure 36, which is found on page 30. We're going to find the center of a circle or an arc. First thing we have to do is take our compass. We're going to make an arc. It can be arbitrary. I'm going to make mine so you guys can see it fairly well. Then we're going to mark 2 lines near the edge of the circle of the arc. That's number 1, and we're going to try to get these lines as close to 90 degrees as possible. So, just using our wit and our eyeballs, and we'll try to get this as close to 90 degrees to each other as possible, but it doesn't have to be perfect. That looks pretty good. Next thing we do is we're going to bisect these 2 angles. Sorry, we're going to bisect these 2 straight lines with 90 degree lines.
One right there. one arc right there. Oh, I missed a step. Arc there. We come back to here. I'm going to put a little arc right there. Come over to our other line. We'll do the same thing. Arc. 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 Arc.
Now it's just a matter of connecting all these lines here to find our center. You'll also notice that I haven't used math yet for those people that were thinking this was going to be a math thing. There we go. We have found the center of our circle. This is number 6, figure 36, Mr. Leggy. Number 7, I'd like you to read through pages 31, 32, 33, 34, and 35. You don't have to do them. That's all right. Number 8, page 36, page 37, we're going to divide an area into equal spaces. Start with our baseline. And I want it to go about that tall. What the heck? We're going to use our compass to make 2 bisections at 90 degrees for the left and the right side. We already know how to do that. Alright, we've made a box. All 90-degree corners. We're going to take our ruler. We're going to use metric for this because it's a little bit easier to divide. And we are going to pick a number that's divisible by 9. So I was shooting for 18. That's alright. I'll be happy with 16. I'm going to use my calculator to go 16 divided by 9 is 1.7. So yeah, we'll run 1.7. So we're going to start at the 10 so it's a little clearer for you guys. Because I don't have a set square from page 34 to draw parallel lines, I'm going to do this a little bit different than the book. What I'm going to do is I'm going to measure each of these marks, and I'm going to make another mark a little bit further down the line. So I'm measuring this at 9, 10, 11 millimeters up. I'm going to come over here, I'm going to mark that, like that. And when we connect our lines here, we should be left with a parallel line. And you're left with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spaces. And it's just a matter of going the other way. So we'll line up to our 0, and we're going to divide into 8 equal spaces. So 16 divided by 8 is 2. So that will go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14. There you have it. There's our grid of equally spaced lines. We're going to round the intersection of two lines, which is handy for drawing arches. So I'm going to make an intersection. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, just an intersection. Take our ruler. It's asking for a 40 millimeter radius. So that means that we are going to mark 40 millimeters in. 40 millimeters is 4 centimeters for you math whizzes out there. We've marked our 40 millimeter lines on this top leg here. Now I'm going to connect these two lines, making a parallel line. Do the same thing here. Measure 40 millimeters or 4 centimeters in one spot. Here's a second spot right here. Connect those lines. Oh, that's all right. Now we've connected all those lines. Next, we set our compass to 40 millimeters or 4 centimeters. We're going to use this intersection point as the starting area for our rounded corner. And I found an eraser, so I'll take our eraser and we will erase this. That is how to make a evenly spaced 40 millimeter radius corner. This is number 9, Mr. Fleck. Page 40 to 43, which is question number 10, do not do. Read through but do not complete. And then number 11, page 44 to 48, we're going to read through and you're going to watch the video. The link is right there, and you're going to answer 1, 2 questions for it, and you can just answer it on any sheet of paper and send me the result. Stop watching this video at 3 minutes and 28 seconds because it gets a little complicated and nerdy, but absolutely finish watching it for fun because it's full of really good information.